Hey, good morning. This is Dawn Shireen, and I'd like to welcome you to The Delusion is Vast. So it is October 1st, it's almost 9 here in Flagstaff, Arizona. And I have a feeling that the world as we have viewed it is about to change in a monstrous way today. Legitimately. So I kind of wanted to do this show before everything, and maybe not so much in my world, but maybe everything within the worldview takes a dip on its head today. And yeah, I am referring to the whole P. Diddy thing that's going on. However, there is rumors of a press conference today in which there's going to be 100 more indictments, charges, something. 100 more people came forward. Something crazy like that. And I just kind of wanted to speak about life now before this 1:00 news conference today, where I personally think it's going to twist the whole world's view on the past, what are we talking, 30 years now? Of what has been acceptable, what has been pushed under the rug, what has been viewed as lies, what has been viewed as, women being hysterical and men being hysterical. Because I have a really good feeling that this is not just going to be a woman-centered issue, and that's why I think this is going to flip the world on its head. The fact that men commit sexual the fact that men abuse against men, women abuse against women, people abuse against people, animals, I hate to go there, children, I hate to go there even more. But, the fact that people commit sexual atrocities against other people and have been forever, and it's now just becoming part of the public conscience, this is gonna fuck a lot of people up, okay? And not me so much, because I lived this. I was sexually abused from a super young age and came forward at a young age, which destroyed my life it destroyed my life in a way, because I became a black sheep of my family, because I obviously didn't know how to keep my mouth shut about being molested. So I was a problem from the get-go. So I understand this whole cycle of how the victim becomes the predator in a weird way, because everybody who's for the predator hates the victim. So because the fact that the victim is trying to get justice against somebody that people stand for and respect, I hate, that respect and a sexual abuser are like two words that never should go together. However, in this case, and so people begin to hate I don't like the word victim, target. They begin to hate the target because they're actually showing light on the truth of the true abuser. And people get that shit twisted all the time. So my whole life, I've pretty much been a black sheep when it comes to that. Once I exposed the situation at 8 years old in my family, there was no going back. At 8 years old, you don't realize the consequences of the truth, and they were harsh, and they were real, and they affected me my whole life. I mean, and I'm not going to say like in a huge way, but in a way it wasn't a huge way. I got sober at 40. I'll be 60 in January. So I have 20 years of sobriety under my belt, but I have close to, 20 years of drinking under my belt too. Just not recently. Thank you. Thank you, God, for my sobriety. Because I for sure, had I not gotten sober and had I not learned how to face the the sexual abuse that I faced, and I'm not saying just as a child, and this went on continually, because until I learned to accept it and forgive myself and actually forgive all my abusers, which some were harder than others, there's no coming out of that. You're always in that mindset. You're always in that dark space of expecting to be abused, of expecting people to lie against you, of expecting people to believe the assailant, and this has just recently happened to me with a stalking that I went through. No, I never went into a sexual abuse because that's never going to happen to me again. After I was trafficked and all that 4 years ago, that shit's never going to happen to me again. I mean, if I have to die defending my own life against somebody who wants to sexually abuse me, then that's how I'm going out. I'm not going to go out as a rape victim. I am not going to go out as, somebody that basically just let it happen. No, that's not ever going to happen to me again. So, I mean, the fact that at 8 years old, I stood up against and it was a family member, okay, and, against my grandfather, okay, and, why would I not stand up against any other person who tries to violate me at this point in my life? Okay, it doesn't make any sense. But now in this bigger case of, and it's worldwide, everybody. Okay, let's not try to be dumb here, and let's not try to be like, oh, the world is an innocent place, because it's not. The world is not an innocent place. There are innocent people in a very wicked world, and these are the people that get sought out, and they're easy to find because there are not a whole lot of them. Anyway, so I feel really sick about this, actually. Like, am I personally affected by Sean Diddy Combs? Maybe, yes, because he helped to foster an environment of sexual abuse, rape, drugging people, just hurting people at will. He made that acceptable. So, yes, I am a victim of Sean Combs, as are you, as is our generations, as is hopefully not generations to come, because when this thing blows wide open today at 1:00, there's going to be no coming back from it. Okay? This is like, say the equator split open, right? And just for a minute, but enough that you could see that there were two halves, right? That's what this is going to be like. There's going to be the separation between what's real and what's not real, and who did what and who didn't do anything, and these people because they're elite, and these people because they're rich, and these people because they're influencers aren't touchable. That's ending. That stuff's done. That stuff's going to end today at whatever time this press conference happens, because 100+ people coming forward, and this is only within 2 weeks. Okay, so just think about it. If only 1% of the people come forward that have been affected by him, okay? Because it's not a lot of people that come forward, because it's not a fun thing to do. It's not cool to be judged, and it's not cool to have people go into your prior sex life, go into your prior addictions, go into your prior anything that you have healed since becoming well from abuse, right? But, hello, right? Sometimes you just got to do it. When I came forward last year about the people that trafficked and raped me, and yeah, no, nowhere near as big as this, but did this situation make them think it was okay to rape, traffic, and quite possibly murder me? Yes. Yes, it did. Okay? So this is what I'm trying to say. It is just so, like, it's kind of like the boiling frog thing, right? You don't realize you're being boiled until you can't get above the water. Okay? This is really what this is like. Our society has been being boiled with perversion for decades. And only now are people starting to realize that they can't get above the water. They're being boiled and they can't get out. because they never wanted to accept the fact that they were put in the pot to begin with. So, yeah, and so yeah, that's all I really want to say now, because I am sure that after this press conference today, actually my view will probably not be different. It'll probably just be more intense, and we really don't need a more intense Dawn regarding this subject, because I'm already there. I literally have avoided news on this for the past 2 days because I was becoming so oversaturated by it that, and even though I am not a first person survivor of Diddy, I am a first person survivor of many, many people who have tried to abuse me. Okay. And because of the gravity of the atmosphere of what entertainers are and how idolized they have been, that shit's gonna change. Okay. I'm my prediction right now. All right. So when all y'all hear this and then you come back a day later and you think about it after everything happens today, just call me Kreskin. No, actually don't, but you know what I mean? So anyway, what else is going on? Working on a jingle for the show. By the next episode, we should have a show tune, which is awesome, because it's, for me, it's awesome. I don't know what y'all as listeners really care, but for me, it's a 15-minute buffer. 15-minute buffer. No. 15-second buffer. Oh my God, a 15-minute jingle. There's your show, guys. And it was just like putting out an album. That's funny. Actually, that's funny. So we're working on that. I went through Fiverr again, and because I had really good experience with the Dancing with Bipolar theme song, which I love. And I'm going to love this one as much, you know, because that's just how it goes. What else is going on? All right. So, and then another weird thing now that I just talked about, you know, all that, my family is slowly actually drifting back into my life. Since I got hacked in February. And I'm not going to lie, this is really kind of odd to me, because after Hope Cottage and that whole, you know, experience with quote unquote family, the idea of family actually like makes me gag, because family equals hurt to me. Okay. So I'm trying to go about this in a different way this time and not ostracize my family that want to come back into my life, and you know, not, I think ostracize is a really good word. I don't want to make it go away, but I'm not really sure I want it. If that makes any sense whatsoever? It's confusing. Family is absolutely confusing to me. But I'm going to give it a go this time, you know, and see what happens. It's not my whole family. Of course, I have cousins who are rich elitists who wouldn't give me the time of day if they walked by me on the sidewalk. They have no regard for me whatsoever. They never did, and they never would. It was always a competition, and they can have it, you know. They can have their little rich wife, suburban, whatever lifestyle and judge me all they want. And, you know what? I'm good with that. And I was going to say their names, but I won't, because that's probably not really nice to do. So anyway, that's kind of all I really wanted to do right now. I just kind of want to get that thought process out there before everything flips today, because it will. Check out Dubby. I actually have a coupon code for Dubby Energy Drink. Thank you, Dubby, for partnering with me on this venture of The Delusion is Vast. And everybody go and give it a shot. You know, it's a clean energy drink, so you know there'll be nobody dying from caffeine overdose, which at this point in our lives, you know, is probably a really good thing to be aware of. So I really can't think of too much else to say right now. Maybe I'll do a second show today after everything happens. But I just want to get that out there. You know, the delusion is vast, guys. It honestly is. And that's part of the reason why I've had this name in my head for forever. And it was going to be my book title, and and it can be whatever it wants to be now, because obviously I'm using it. But, yeah, the reality and the surreality are about to go into a blender and meet each other. And it's not going to be pretty, guys. So everybody just hold on. You know, if you need help, 988 is available. If all this stuff is too much for you and it is triggering you and you don't have anybody that you can go to talk to, that you feel safe to talk to about this without them doing, anyway, y'all know where I'm going with that, right? 988 is your friend, okay? Text 988, call 988. Somebody will get back to you. It is a suicide hotline. However, it is more of a crisis line. And yes, suicide is a crisis. I'm not saying that it's not. But it's not just for suicide. It is a crisis hotline. And if you're a veteran, I think if you go in and you just press 1 is your first option as a vet. So if you're a vet and you're having a hard time and you don't have anybody to talk to, 988 is your lifeline, okay? Anybody, just hang on. We're going to get through this. You know, this is all part of what people like me have been waiting for, is for the truth to finally break out, for the gaslighting to stop, for the lies to stop, for people to finally recognize that we have been truth tellers all along. And it's time to accept the fact that everything that the majority of the people in society have believed in is a lie. It's a lie. And that's harsh reality. Not for me, because I already knew it. But for some people, welcome to my world. All right, guys, we're going to end it for now. And hopefully next time, the next show will have the new jingle and all that. I'm so excited to get it going. Sponsorships happening. And here we go. Everybody just buckle up, because the delusion is vast, but we're going to survive it, okay? Thanks for listening, everyone. This is Dawn Shireen, and hey, let's all stay alive, okay? Later.